So maybe just while I think we just have another minute or so. Um, Gentle reminder that part of our yoga class is making sure that we have what we need to sit ourselves up comfortably. And so, Janet, I see you there. If you want to place a blanket on your lap, go for it. You have one? Okay. And today, I actually have bare feet. And so, yoga traditionally is practiced barefoot. So, whenever I can, I like to do my practice barefoot. And actually, we're going to get started. Thanks, Odin. So, hello, everyone. Welcome back to your adaptive yoga practice. And so this practice is seated, and I'm really excited to share these days that the new advanced yoga is accessible yoga. And so yoga for everyone. So really all it means is that we just find the right class for us. And so there's lots to choose from these days. And so just for those of you who haven't met EB, this is my therapy buddy, my little rescue buddy, and he'll be hopping in and out of the class today. And so because we're at home doing our practice, children, pets are more than welcome. And so an invitation, as always, to begin by finding a comfortable seat. And so sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. And so it's challenging for nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our bodies. And then when you're ready, an invitation to bring your hands together at your heart center. This beautiful hand gesture, sometimes referred to as prayer pose. And so maybe take a moment, notice how it feels to have your hands in this placement. And so if this makes you lose your balance in any way, choose another placement for your hands. So it might be that you feel more comfortable having your hands on your yoga belly. So it might be a little more grounding and accessible. And then when you're ready, let's lift our heart to our hands, bowing our head to our heart. And an invitation to take a moment to set a simple intention for your practice. And so that might be an area of your body or condition you'd like to work on. And it might be that you're feeling up to dedicating your practice to someone today. And so in which case you could visualize that person in front of you, silently say their name, and then wishing them happiness, and they might know the root of all happiness. And when you're ready, release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, and shake your hands vigorously. So wiggly fidgets, wiggly fidgets. So if anything I share with you feels uncomfortable, if even the slightest movement, most gentle movement causes pain, I'd like to invite you to explore visualizing movement. And so imagination is powerful. And so I'm going to put my little beloved bunny, and he may come back in a little while. I see him hopping around. There you go, love. There you go. And so let's ground through our feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. And so we want to keep our connection with Mother Nature. We tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones, maybe noticing where your bottom and your thighs are in contact with your seat. And then energy moving in two directions. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. So you might imagine you have a thread on top of your head and it's pulling you way up to the sky. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And when you're ready, from here, we'll transition into mindful movement. So reach your arm up to the sky. So lifting up as high as feels comfortable for you. And then slowly float your arm down. So gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Well, let's explore adding a gentle breath to the movement. On inhale, reaching up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down, the full length of your exhale. It's as if on your inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. Soft Buddha belly. Place your hands on your thighs and we'll begin the movement on the other side. So reach your arm up, way up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. So adding a gentle breath to our movement, linking our breath with our movements. Inhale, reach up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down, full length of your exhale. So as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I sometimes like to think of these gentle movements as a moving meditation. So this time, let's reach both arms way up to the sky. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands. There's a marma point there, a sensitive point. Or it might be that you feel comfortable placing your hands on the back of your head. And together we can shout out, I am, I can, and I will. And with a sigh of relief, release your arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Hey, Lynn. Hi, Julie. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And maybe even taking a moment to notice which feels better for you. Resting your palms face up, or does it feel better to rest your palms face down? And so if you're tired, I'd like to invite you to explore resting your palms face up, open to receive. If you are feeling restless, monkey brain, palms face down can help ground us. And so from here, an invitation to begin to move your gaze downward. And softening your gaze, moving away from the busyness in our minds and more towards our heart. Allowing your facial muscles to soften and release. Our jaws relaxed. And then when you're ready, place your hands on your Buddha belly, or maybe one hand on your Buddha belly, low belly, and the other on your heart center. So I have a little microphone attached here, so I'm going to do a little ginger about where I place my hand. And so from here, we'll transition into a breath awareness practice. And so maybe noticing without changing anything, that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. And so notice, is your breath long? Is it smooth, or is your breath jagged? And breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Or maybe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Or if it feels better for you, breathing in and out through your mouth. And so if you're congested or you have an obstruction, breathe in whatever way you can. And so let's transition into a simple breathing exercise. The research shows can help with pain management and anxiety. And so begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. And so making your inhales and your exhales just a little bit deeper, a little longer. And then smoothing out your breath. And so that your inhales and your exhales are about the same duration and quality. At any point, if you notice that your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And then lastly, see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you might imagine that you're petting your animal friend. Or it might be that you just tasted something delicious. And see if you can bring some of that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And so just for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable, keeping this simple breathing exercise flowing. And so an invitation maybe even to, if you'd like, exploring as you're doing your breathing exercise, rocking from side to side. So this gentle rocking movement can be calming for our nervous system. Again, if you notice that your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, bring your awareness to the sounds around you. And so I can hear the creaking of my chair as I gently rock. I can hear the ticking of my clock off in the distance. And then in a loving way, maybe just noticing the tone of my voice, the gentle tone of my voice, and bring your awareness back to your breath. Our old friend, our breath. Slowly come on back to stillness. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. Drop your chin towards your chest. And then gradually blink your eyes open. And so we're falling awake, not asleep. Falling awake, not asleep. And so notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. And so we've begun the process of tuning in with our bodies, connecting with our breath. And so the bridge between our body and our mind is our breath. And so release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, open up your armpits, and wiggly fidget. So a little more vigorous this time. A little more vigorous. So maybe doing a little bum dance. And so at this time, if you'd like, and it's available to you, walk your hips forward in the chair. So come forward, maybe about 2/3 of the way. And so if you're needing the back of the chair for support, honor that. And so yoga meets us right where we are. And then from here, let's repose. So make sure your feet are placed evenly on your footrest or on the floor. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Lengthen your spine, so right from the tip of your tailbone right up through to the crown of your head. Shoulders back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then from here, we'll transition into a warm-up for our neck and our shoulders. And so just about everyone I know holds a lot of tension in their neck and their shoulders. So let's begin with simple neck rolls. And so see if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. And other direction. And so our breath is long and smooth and soft. As we breathe in and as we breathe out. And move your head from up and down, or pardon me, up and down as if nodding yes. And so if I back talk words and you know what I mean, just go ahead and trust that you're the expert on your body, only doing what feels comfortable for you. And then moving our head from side to side. And bring your head back center. And then drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side and then pressing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. And so if you have a yoga buddy that can help with the movements, that's awesome. Then bring your head back center. Palm comes face up at our heart center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side. Pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to your place. Inhale, let's come back center. Palm face up. Exhale, drop your ear towards your shoulder. Opposite arm reaches up, pressing through the palm of your hand. Inhale, come on back center. And one last time. So drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side. Pressing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up to the sky. And slowly come out of the movement. Take a moment and we'll do the practice on the other side. And so drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side. pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up. Slowly, let's meet back at center. So bring your head back center. Palm comes face up at the heart center. Exhale, drop your ear towards your shoulder, pardon me, pressing through the palm of your head, reaching up to the sky. Inhale, come on back center. And one last time, drop your ear towards your shoulder, release your arm by your side, pushing through the palm of your hands, or flexing our wrist. And then slowly back to stillness. And take a moment, notice how's your breath. Any subtle sensations? And so let's come into a few shoulder circles. So draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll your shoulders forward, down and back. So it's not a huge scrunch up towards our ears. Movements are organic. Linking our breath with our movements. And then opposite directions, maybe up, back, and down. You explore alternating from side to side. So it might be micro movements, visualizing the movement. So focusing on what we can do. And then when you're ready, turn your palms face up, reach your arms in front of you. Stretch your palms, make soft fists, and then roll your fist towards your forearms if you'd like. And then stretch, soft fists, and roll your soft fist towards your forearms. Stretch. And now let's alternate from side to side, taking our hands to our shoulders. So our breath is long and smooth and soft. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, take your fingers up to your shoulders or wherever you can reach comfortably, and then draw your elbow points towards each other and open. So it might be that you're doing one arm at a time. Open. Open, and so now let's imagine you're drawing circles with your elbow points. And so coming out of the movement anytime you'd like or on my cue. And then move in the opposite direction. See if you can create that little half smile, little Buddha smile. And so when we smile, it releases saliva. And so we want a nice juicy mouth and a juicy body. Float your arms down, come out of the movement. Whew. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And feel your work. How is your breath? Our old friend, our breath. And so our breath is one of our main teachers. It will let you know if you're into a pose too deep or moving too quickly. And so if you find that your breath gets short or jagged, or sometimes when we're working really hard, we have a tendency to hold on to our breath. And so that's our body letting us know that maybe it'd be a good idea to back off of the pose or the movement a little bit. Notice how that feels. Or it might be that it's just not the movement or the pose today for you. And so good days and better days. And so honoring where we are. And so let's give our beautiful hands a little exercise. And so stretch your palms. Maybe make soft fists. Stretch your palms, soft fists. And you're welcome to rest your hands on your thighs if that feels better for you, or you can have them holding them up in front of you. And then circle your wrists in one direction. Circle in the opposite direction. Imagine you're playing piano. So we're getting that synovial fluid. Mother Nature's WD-40 going into our joints. Turn your palms face up and maybe reaching your thumb over to the base of our pinky and open. Reaching over and open. So it might be again visualizing the movement and open. Reaching over, open. When you're ready, interlace your fingers loosely or bring your hands together, however feels comfortable for you. And then imagine you're drawing in fingers. And then move in the opposite direction. So we flow with our breath, magical things. So move at your own pace. And so it might be a little slower, faster than me. Release your hands, reach your arms up to the sky. So stretch into the stretch. Get bigger in space. We tend to shrink. Fold your fingers in, pressing into the palms of your hands, or maybe placing your hands on the back of your head. And together, this time, let's put a we instead of an I in our affirmation. And so we are, we can, and we will. And with a sigh of relief, release your arms, stand by your side. And so I'm thinking, let's do a little bit of body tapping. So rub your hands vigorously, energize your hands, warm up your hands. And this is a lovely practice. If you have a yoga buddy that can do some of this with you, really lovely. And so begin by bringing your hand across and tap from the bottom of your ear down to your shoulder. Reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. And then other side. So reaching across, tap from bottom of your ear to your shoulder. And reaching back. And then when you're ready, reach your arm up. Come right up under your armpit and tap right down along your side body to your hip or wherever you can reach comfortably. And other side, reaching up, tapping. And release. Reach your arm out, tap from the top of your hand right up to your shoulder. Palm face up, tap down. And other soft tapping. Sort of all those acupressure points, meridians that run all through our body. Tap, palm face up, down. come to this little area in your upper chest, so your sternum, and tap and lighten. And this area can be calming for your nervous system. And then place your hands on your Buddha belly and massage your organs. So your liver, your stomach. We want a nice soft belly. If it's available to you and you would like, hinging from the hips, come forward a little and massage your lower back. Or you can imagine that I'm massaging your lower back. And maybe up a little higher where your kidneys and adrenal glands live. Sending them some love. And then coming back, sitting up comfortably, effortlessly upright. Whoosh, sweep your arms forward. Whoosh, letting it go. Inhale, let. Exhale. And now if you'd like, sweeping down along your thighs, your knees, down to wherever you can reach comfortably. Maybe you can reach your feet. And sweeping back up. And so one more time, bringing that lovely healing energy that's our own, sweeping down. And then come on back up. And place your hands just a few inches apart in front of you. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze. And notice any subtle sensations. And so another little shake out if you like, shoulders, arms, hands. Do a little bum dance. And so let's repose. So maybe walking your hips back a little bit and then forward. And so of course we're grounded through our feet. So we have our feet firmly planted on the earth, not in the air. Sit bones are sharp on the chair. Shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, an invitation to bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your elbows slightly. Or it might be that it feels better to bring your hands to your navel center. So this might be a little more grounding for you. And we'll transition into a practice called sun breath. And so meditation on the heart. So reach your arms up and away. So lifting your arms to wherever feels comfortable for you. So it might be a little higher or lower. And then bringing your hands back to your heart center, making a sound. Bowing your head to your heart. Inhale. And hands come back to the heart center, making a sound. And this time, if you'd like, spread your fingers wide. And as you bring your hands back to your heart center, your navel center, you're making softness. And inhale, stretch, reaching out. And so if you'd like, keeping this gentle heart opener flowing in your own time and rhythm. And so imagine the sun at your heart center. As you inhale and you extend your arms up and away, imagine the radiant rays of the sun all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. So inhale, and this time making a humming sound if you'd like, or chanting Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Place one hand on your yoga belly, the area between your navel and your pubic bone, low belly, your other hand on your heart center. And maybe noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Drop your chin towards your chest. Gradually blink your eyes. And so let's transition into the movements of the spine. And so, of course, we know our spine matters. And so let's begin with a practice to help find our balance. So place your hands into your hip creases if you'd like, if that feels okay for you. And sitting up nice and tall. And maybe even walking your feet forward a little bit. And then hinging from the hips, come forward. Rock forward with a flat back. And so it's not about seeing how far we can go. We just kind of that just right amount of effort and ease. And then rock back up. And so rocking forward, noticing sometimes when you come into a forward fold, our chin wants to jump forward. Tuck your chin in slightly. And so there's something about this rocking movement that our nervous system likes. And come on back to a neutral spine. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs and take a moment. And notice how this feels. And then when you're ready, we'll come into side bend. So sometimes it can be interesting to close our eyes as we practice these movements. So our breath is long and smooth and soft. Come back to a neutral spine. And take a moment. And from here, I'd like to invite you to place your hand, left hand on your chest. Release your right arm down by your side and then gently twist towards the right.
So where?
And come on back center. Place your hands on your thighs if you'd like. And then right hand on your heart center. Release your left arm by your side. Gently twist to the left. And come on back center. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And then when you're ready, let your chin come towards your chest. Roll your shoulders towards the front of your body and then round your whole spine. Back to a neutral spine. We'll practice this movement a few more times. So let your chin come towards your chest. Round your shoulders towards the front of your body and round your whole spine. Come on back to a neutral spine. And so one last time. Let your chin fall towards your heart center, chest, round your shoulders towards the front of your body. Whole spine rounds. And then come on back to the neutral spine. And so let's move in the opposite direction. So lift your chin and pull your shoulders away from your ear. Gentle back bend. And back to neutral spine. Lift your chin, draw your shoulders back away from your ears. And come back to neutral spine. So one last time. Lift your chin, pull your shoulders away from your ears. And come on back. And so from here, let's get into a warm up for our lower back and our hips. So I'm going to call this stirring the pot. And so circle forward. And so this movement can feel a little strange if you're not accustomed to doing it. So again, linking our breath with our movements. So maybe exploring coming forward on your inhale and your exhale, pressing back. And so bring your awareness to the space in front of you, the space beside you, above you, and especially bringing our awareness to the space behind us, and trust that you're being supported. And then as you're ready, moving in the opposite direction. And so if you have a yoga buddy, and so Julie, Lynn, in the class today I've worked with for a long time, so it might feel good for Lynn to have your hands at her hip flexors, but whatever feels comfortable for you. And so maybe as you feel your hips, lower back, soften and release a little, see if you can go a little bit deeper. And slowly come on back to neutral spine. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And take a moment to notice how this feels. And so when you're ready, arms by your side, reach your arms out, so broad through the collarbones, extend beyond your wrist, your fingertips. And maybe noticing if it feels better to have your palms turned up or palms turned down. And then when you're ready, turn your gaze, looking over your right shoulder. Bring your head back center and release. So it might be that you do the arm movements, one arm, both arms. So not about forcing one limb to do what the other is doing. So we just want them talking to each other. Or it might be that you choose to do the head and neck rotations on your head and neck. So float your arms up. Palms up or down as desired. Turn your gaze, looking over your left shoulder this time. Come on back center. Palms face down. And shake out. And so from here, let's come into a practice called sun salutation. So sun salutations are heating and strengthening. And so let's begin with our hands at our heart center. Lift your elbows slightly. Release your arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Soft bending your elbows. Inhale, reach up into mountain pose. So I'm lifting your arms as high as feels comfortable for you. If it feels okay for your neck, take a look between your palms. Notice they're facing each other. Return your gaze on the horizon. Maybe our palms come together in prayer and down through to the heart. Release your arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Inhale, reaching up into mountain pose. So if it feels better for you to bring your arms up in front of you, go for it. So you choose. This is your yoga practice. Palms come together in prayer down through the heart. Hinging from the hips, let's come forward. So forward fold. Take hold of the sides of your chair for stability or wherever you need to feel stable and balanced. Pressing down through your inner heels, maybe one hand on each of your thigh. Lift from the chest, come on back up. Place your hands in prayer pose at your heart center or at your navel center. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, breathing in, reach up into mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. And this time, gently twist to the right. Inhale, come on back center, gently twist to the left. Come on back center. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. This time, if you like, hug your right knee in towards your chest and belly, or it might be that you take hold behind your knee, so thigh, hug in and release. Hands come back together at the heart center. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer down through the heart. This time, and it's okay to lean back a little bit if you'd like. You can float your arms over your knee, or if you'd like, exploring hugging your knee in towards your chest and belly. That's available to you. Knee to chest pose. And release. Place your hands at your heart center. Release your arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Reach up into mountain. Palms come together in prayer down through. And take a rest. So let's come down off the mountain. Come on, seated comfortably back in your chair. And so if you have a blanket that you can place on your lap, if you have a pet that you'd like to snuggle while you're doing this practice, go for it. I'm actually going to turn the light down a little bit. Oops, there goes my microphone. And so let's explore a mudra together. And so today I think I'd like to share Jnana Mudra. So mudras are hand gestures, and they were created to help us focus our mind. And so like Jnana Mudras, when we bring our index finger and our thumbs, so we can touch it. And your hands can be face up or down as desired. Your other three fingers are extended. And so if this mudra works for you, lovely. If it doesn't, choose another mudra, hand placing. And so if you'd like, think of when your hands come together, as a symbol. Think of it as a symbol of connecting with your higher self or your higher power. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. Look down and into your heart. See what you can see. And then imagine that you're breathing into your heart. And so the meditation that I'll share with you today is one by Thich Nhat Hanh, a beloved Zen Buddhist monk. And it goes like this. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. And so come into whatever position you'd like for your final relaxation. So making sure that you have what you need to stay warm. If you have the ability to recline in your chair, go for it. Making sure your head and neck is supported. Might be that you feel comfortable with placing your legs up on the chair. And so Savasana, corpse pose. So Savasana is a Sanskrit word for corpse pose. And so this is meant to be a deep conscious relaxation. So we're not meant to fall asleep in it. And so close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. And so when we soften our gaze, it is calming for our nervous system. Roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. So we're not scrunching our shoulder blades together. We are allowing our shoulders to soften away from our ears. Rest your hands, palms face up or down as desired. And so soft yoga belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. Soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Relax your jaw, unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. And soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. Silently, if you'd like, on inhale, saying let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. It's challenging to quiet the mind. Sometimes placing our hands on our belly and bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. And without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body. Thank your body again. Body, mind. And so now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs. And come on back seated, comfortably, to finish up your yoga practice. And so an invitation to bring your hands into prayer pose at your heart. Lifting your heart to your hands, bowing your head to your heart. And take a moment to bring the intention that you set at the beginning of the class back to mind. And then let it go. And take a moment to honor yourself for showing up for yoga practice today. Thank you to Odin, my lovely tech host. This will be his last day today, so wishing him well and peace and happiness. And in his future endeavors. And thank you to ConnecTra, the Disability Foundation, all the folks that make this class possible. So the teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Thank you.